Hi everybody, Milt at Milt's Precision Collision. Today we got a video on a Cadillac that came into our shop that got hit in the rear. And so we're going to do a complete repair process video to kind of show you exactly what we did to this car. There's a lot of interesting little parts to this, so stay tuned. This car was hit in the rear, needed to go up on our frame machine. The rear body panel got pushed in, which is the panel that is at the very back of the car that the bumper covers it, but the trunk latch and the taillights all connect to it. These photos are showing you the car on the frame machine getting anchored down so that we can pull straight back. That photo right there is the rear body panel that's damaged. You can see the trunk lid gaps. They're narrow at the back and wide towards the taillight. So these were the rear body got pushed in and it pushed the quarter panels out. And we're getting a shot of the gaps right there. So right here we are actually using the frame machine to pull the rear body, the existing rear body, so we get the gaps back in the quarter panel to the trunk lid before we cut the rear body panel off. So that's showing you hooked up to the machine. I'm relieving the damage on the old panel so that everything stays where we want it to stay once the pressure is relieved off the chain. So that just shows you how we relieve it. So now we're looking at the gaps, and now we got a consistent gap all the way down instead of a wide gap towards the tail light. It's a nice even gap, and you want to make sure you do that before you cut the old sheet metal off, because it's a lot easier to pull it with it on. Right here I am drilling the spot welds out that hold the rear body panel to the quarter panels. And what we're doing here is we're drilling a pilot hole, and then we'll drill a 3/8 hole to actually drill it the size of the spot weld. And these welds are just up the side by the taillights. So you're seeing that procedure right there. Now we're using the bigger drill bit, which is a 3/8 bit, and we are drilling through that to drill the spot weld completely out. And there's probably 15 or so of them on each side around the tail light that holds the rear body. And like I said, this is a process that we do almost every time we do it. So at the bottom here, you'll see where they're welded to the frame rails. We don't have to drill these. We just use a belt sander and we grind the welds so that we're not making holes into the panel that we want to weld to. So we're just grinding through the first piece of metal, leaving the second inner piece untouched. So now right here is a photo of the rear body cut right out of the back of it, so you can access the trunk and you can see right into it. Now we have the new rear body panel fitted, and now I'm welding this back together. We're using those holes that we drilled, factory holes, and we're welding it right back in the same spot where the factory welded them originally. And to weld that rear body panel in there, it takes a few hours to do that. As you can see, all the spot welds going down by the tail light, welding them up. At the very bottom of the rear body panel, you can see all the holes that we have to weld yet. Once it's welded and primed, we use seam sealer, which is a caulking material, to make sure we don't have any water leaks. You want to make sure the seam sealer is on thick enough so that you are covering the gaps between the pieces of metal. And that goes right up next to the tail light, right down along the floor, because if this isn't done properly, you'll get water in the vehicle when it rains. This video right here is showing the rear bumper and the trunk lid in the paint booth being base coated. Getting ready to put some clear coat on these. This video here is showing the car in the paint booth minus the bumper and trunk lid. You can see the primer spots on the very back and the rear body panel where it's been primed. And we are going to go ahead, and you can see the car is all masked up and taped up and ready to go. And now we're going to put some base coat on that. And base coat is the actual color. And right here is a video of me spraying the base coat on. It takes about 3 coats to get coverage. And you got to let it flash about 10 minutes between coats. But We're shooting this right here so you can see what it looks like as it's getting sprayed. Everything that we're doing right here, like I said, this is a complete repair process, so you're getting a chance to see a little bit of everything that went along with this job. And after this base coat's on and dries, like I said, 3 coats, we let it set another 15-20 minutes, and then we put 2 coats of clear on, because the base coat doesn't shine. It's just a satin finish until you put clear on it, and clear is what makes it shine. You get the gloss and depth from the clear coat. And so that's continuing on to the passenger side here, and it's just showing you how we apply the paint, the paint onto the car. And that's gonna, like I said, that's gonna set for about 10 minutes, and we'll use a tack rag and tack it and put the second coat on. This is after it's been cleared. As you can see, this is very shiny, very glossy. That's 2 coats of clear, and the job is done as far as the painting process. And the base coat doesn't shine like that, the clear does. Now this is after the car has been assembled. One of our technicians is out here, and we clean every car. Nothing leaves dirty. We go through and we vacuum and we wipe all the interior down, and we wash the outside and clean the tires and make sure everything's real clean before it goes back to the customer. Just showing you everything assembled, rear bumpers on. And this is complete. This is outside, ready to deliver. Pinstripes on, all the sheet metal's on, bumpers on, tail lights are all on. And that gives you a little insight to a job from start to finish. So we'll have some additional videos with some more stuff coming soon. Wanted to give you guys basically a rundown of start to finish, from something that went on the frame machine all the way through the welding stage, all the way through the metal stage, into the the prepping and the paint and the clear, cleaning, and then reassemble and basically getting ready to deliver to the customer. And like I said, we'll have more videos to come. Stay tuned, and we'll enjoy talking to you next time.